Welcome, guys. We are going to talk about our good old friends up here. This is a place called Mole Island. And these happy little creatures, they think they're just the most amazing people on the entire freaking planet. Now, we already know that they have their special little currency, and they can only spend moles on their ice cream and their food and their sandwiches and their shirts and shorts and sandals and those kind of things. Now we know that there's another island over here called Atom Island. And we've done this before. We know that there's a bridge between these two. And that to get between the two, we know that there has to be 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms, or sometimes molecules if there's more than one atom together, of something, we'll call it A, and that is to equal 1 mole of A. Now if you can do that, you can go and exchange your currency to get from moles to atoms. You can get over to Atom Island, and they've got a whole lot of department store goods. That's usually where people buy their clothes because they're much higher quality. So if you're in Atom Island, then you go over there and you get your food and drinks over on Mole Island. That's how you have to change your currency to get back and forth between the two. Awesome. And we've done that transition before, that exchange, that currency change. We've also gone from Mole Island to its other neighbor over here, which is Graham Island. Now to get from Mole Island to Graham Island, we've also done that we know that 1 mole, let's just say A again, equals the molar mass of A, right? So that was how much our A compound, either an element or a compound, weighed. So it could be just like sodium, which was 22.99 grams. We can sneak this in here, right? Sodium here was 22.99, if you round it up, grams per mole. That's its mass per mole. Grams per mole, moles per gram. That's our ratio. That's what we need to get from grams to moles or moles to grams. That's how you convert between the two. Now these three islands were all getting along, exchanging goods and services, using their currency and exchanging them, having a grand old time, thinking they were the entire amazing world, with nothing going wrong, no problems whatsoever. However, what they didn't realize is that until one brave mole climbed up a pole here and saw on this top of this thing here, way over here, there's actually another island floating out here that also has moles living on it. But these moles have been separated so long from their fellow moles up here in the north one that these moles are a little bit different than the other moles. And these moles, so these are going to be called mole Bs, and these are mole As. There's a mole A island and a mole B island. And they're a little bit different with different goods, services, and they look a little bit different. And right now there's no bridge between them. But Mole B Island, if you ask those people, could tell you, oh, we also have our own Graham Island over here. So there's a Graham Island here. But that Graham Island's also got B-type things on it. And there's a Atom Island. And that's an Atom B Island, which means these guys also have to be Atom A and Graham A. And there's bridges across these guys. Now, just like getting from Mole A Island to Atom A Island, or Mole A Island to Graham A Island, these guys have the exact same currency exchanges. So that's super convenient. When you're going from atoms of B to moles of B, you still have to go from 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms or molecules of B this time equals 1 mole of B. And when you're going from moles to grams, it's still going to be 1 mole of B equals the molar mass of B. So they have their own currency exchanges, identical for mole B to the other islands, as mole A has to its islands. But these guys up here really wanted to visit their separated distance cousins and see how they exchanged. So both sides started building a bridge. Up here and down here, they decided to meet in the middle. Say, hey, hi people, whoa, your money's different than ours. It's kind of similar, but it looks a little bit different. We need to exchange things here also. So they flipped and said, we need to do a mole ratio using coefficients for our balanced equation. Now with that, they can go back and forth between the 2 mole islands, but these guys didn't like each other enough to build a bridge between them, nor did these guys. So if Gram A island people want to visit Gram B island people, the few that did like that have to go all the way here, and then down, and then over. But technically, 50 years later, they discovered they were not the only islands that existed. There are a couple more that they were missing out on. Mole B island discovered there's another guy down here called Volume B island. And they built a bridge over there. This one said that if you've got 1 mole of gas B, it's going to equal 22.4 liters of space of gas B. So if you've got 1 liter of this stuff, it's going to take up 22.4 liters of space, which is not that much, but it's more than that. But that's how much space it'll take up. So you can go back and forth between the volume of it to the moles of it. And just similar to that, this one also has its own island, but it's going to be an odd shape way over there. Its own bridge doing the same thing. 1 mole of A equals 22.4 liters of A to get to volume A island. So now they can get from any of these islands here, but they can't island jump. They have to go through an actual bridge to get to them. So volume A can get down to gram B, but they must use all these steps to get there. Hopefully this little story is helping you find ways to convert from one thing to another.